Hello, and welcome to another episode of Sassy Sister Southern Cooking. Tonight, we're going to do a very special recipe for you, and this recipe is very special to me because it's my granny's, and that's my dad's mom. And when I was about 8 or 9 years old, I would climb her apple tree, and she would look out that window and she'd say, "Now, Susan, you get out of my apple tree and you're going to get a bellyache and don't you eat all my apples." And so one day I was up in her apple tree and she said, "Bring me 3 of those apples." So of course I did, and she made these apple dumplings. Oh my goodness, they were amazing. And she put a little scoop of ice cream on the side, and it was fabulous. It was a very good memory. So she passed away when I was 15, but before she passed away, I was able to make this for her, and I'd say, "Granny, can I make you some apple dumplings?" So she actually let me help do that as well. So anyway, this is my apple dumpling recipe. Now, this is my recipe book, and this recipe book I guard with my life because it's very special. This is a recipe book that was made for me. I've got a lot of recipes in it. My mother gave me some, and so I guard it. And because my mom made my sister and I some, I made my daughters one, and I put little stories in it and little things about their favorite recipes. So I hope that one day that they'll hold this close to their heart as well. So anyway, getting back to our apple dumplings, we are fixing to start these little apple dumplings. And the way we're starting this is I have 2 cups of Granny Smith apples. These are the apples that I used. It's just a Granny Smith apple, and I peeled and cored these. So there's 2 cups. I have 2 cups of sugar and 4 cups of water. So 2 cups of sugar with 4 cups of water. And I have also about 3 tablespoons of butter in this pot right here. And if you can see this pot, I don't know if you can or not, but anyway, they're just boiling away. This is going to be our syrup for our dumplings. So, and we're going to bring this to a boil. We're going to let it boil. If you've ever made chicken and dumplings, it is no different. It's just these are sweet. That's the only difference it is. Now, in this pot here, I have 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. You can use allspice or whatever you have. Hey, girl, you can't mess this up, our boys. You can't mess this up. So anyway, and I have this, and this is going to be our dumplings. Now, we're going to put our dumplings in here. Now, you can also, instead of using apples, oh my goodness, you can use blueberries, and you can use blackberries, or you can use strawberries. It doesn't matter. Blackberry dumplings, amazing. Blueberry dumplings, awesome. And but anyway, these are my dumplings. So my granny's dumplings. And I know that there's other dumplings out there that have the crescent rolls that you roll your apple up in and put in a pan and bake it in the oven. They're delicious. But you got to try these. Okay? So I have, and I'm going to measure this real quick because I never measure anything when I'm doing this. So I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons, let's see here, no, 4 tablespoons of butter to my flour mixture. So there's 1, 2, 3. Let's do 3. We're going to do 3. Because I don't measure this stuff. Now, this is my milk, and because I don't measure it, we're fixing to tell you how much milk goes into this. Because we're going to learn together because I don't measure it. So we got 2 cups. So I'm going to pour, about a cup. There we go. We got a cup in there. So let's go ahead and stir this around. We're making these delicious dumplings if you're just now tuning in. They're homemade apple dumplings. Okay, so we are going to need more milk as we're stirring our batter. So let's go ahead and add the other cup. So that's 2 cups of milk so far. So we have 2 cups of milk. Now, please, when I said the other apple dumplings that you mix with that you make with crescent rolls. They're delicious. They're good. I've had them. They are just fine. There's nothing wrong with them, okay? But you just got to have some of my dumplings too. So let me take this over here, get my whisk real quick, just real 1 second. And grab my little handy dandy whisker here. All right. Okay. I don't know why I took my pot with me, but I did. Go figure. Okay, so I'm gonna whisk all this together. And if you've ever made homemade dumplings, you know how to make dumplings. And I've used self-rising flour. Now, if you're using plain flour, all-purpose, just make sure for every cup of all-purpose flour you use, that you also use 2 level teaspoons of baking powder. Okay? So just remember that. Now, I've got this mixed up. Now, all we're going to do is we're going to take this by the teaspoon and we're going to drop it right in there, just like you do a dumpling. Just a little dumpling. Hang on 1 second. Let me grab my other stuff right here and make sure I got everything together. And also, I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. I want you in your flour mixture to put about a teaspoon of sugar in your flour mixture. I think I failed to tell y'all that. So I've got 2 cups of self-rising flour or all-purpose, either doesn't matter. I've got 3 tablespoons of melted butter. I've got 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and a half a teaspoon of nutmeg or allspice, whatever you have in there. Either one will work. So, okay, so we got this all mixed up. Make sure I had it all mixed up there. Alrighty. Now again, we're making dumplings. So if Granny or Mom ever made dumplings for you, ooh, that's hot, then you know how to make a dumpling. Y'all, these apples right here, I don't know. I'm going to show y'all my pot. Can you see that pot in there? Say yay or nay. And here's what we're going to do with this pot, okay? We are going to start taking our dumplings by the teaspoonful, and we're just going to dump them in. And wherever you see a boiling place, you're going to take your dumpling and just lay it in there. Look at there. Oh my goodness. Y'all, it's just like eating a regular dumpling. Make sure your pot is at a rolling boil because you want this boiling. So let's do another one right here. Look at there. Oh my goodness. Y'all, my husband's going to love me so much tonight. So even though your dumplings are not sweet, your syrup is. And the syrup or the broth, you may want to call it. I don't know. I know broth is for my chicken dumpling. But anyway, either way, you're dunking these in, and that's where you're getting your sweet from. Is from this. And these are homemade apple dumplings. These are apple dumplings from the 1915. My granny told me that her mother made these for her when she was about 10 years old, and she was born, I believe, in 1912. So, now see, I'm still taking this. Can you see my pot? I'm just dumping these in, and I'm putting them wherever there's a boiling place, okay? So wherever there's a place that's boiling right here, I'm just dunking a dumpling in. And these are also good, guys. Don't get me wrong. I love apple dumplings any old way you want to make them. But these are just the old-fashioned way and the way that I learned how to make them to begin with. So, cooking homemade is not hard. It's fun. It should be experimental. It's a good way to get the kids in the kitchen. and teach them about something that you love that one of your grandparents made you, and that you can replicate to them. And that's important. It's important to me, and I am so thankful that my granny and my mom got me in the kitchen, my sister and I, and actually taught us. And did we love it at the beginning? No, we didn't love it. But we love it now, and we learn to love it, and we learn to appreciate it. And that's what was important, is that we appreciated everything. Okay, so there's the dumplings. So I'm going to let those sit right there. Now you can make every bit of this. And so anyway, so you know how to do your dumplings. I'm fixing to show you the remaining part of this. Let me get the last little bit in here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. If you can see my pot, I hope you can see my pot there. We have dumplings in here. We are going to put a lid on these. That's hot. That's a cast iron. We're going to put a lid on these, and we're going to let these boil just like this. And we're going to put it on number 4, medium low, and we're going to let these boil for 15 to 20 minutes. You're not going to open the lid. I know. Trust me, I know. But you're not going to open the lid. You're not going to touch it. All you're going to do is sit here and just let it boil. Now, because y'all are so special to me, I have already made some. I know. So I've already made some. So anyway, I am going to come over here, and I'm going to bring my phone over here, and I'm going to show you what they look like. And we're going to add a little scoop of ice cream to it. So here we go. Are you ready? Let's see here. Right. Can you see those dumplings? Can you see that dumpling? Look at that dumpling. It is amazing. Now, let's open this. And let's get us a little scoop of ice cream, just like Granny did it. Just a little scoop. We're plating this up right now. Get off my spoon. Right. And yes, I know, I've got a fork. So anyway, so this is your dumpling. Look at that. And they are soft. They are mushy. They are so good on the inside. I'm fixing to cut one open for you. They're hot. Ooh, that's hot. Look at the inside of that dumpling. It's bready. Oh, it's hot. It's bready. It's good. It's sweet. Y'all, they're so good. They're amazing. Please make this at home. And I'm going to tell y'all, me doing this on live, it's fun for us. It's fun for my sister and I. But y'all inspire us so much. And y'all inspire us to do things and to come on even more often. So I thank you for that. And I thank you for following us on Facebook. And we also now have a YouTube channel. If you click watch videos, it'll take you straight to our YouTube channel, where you can see all of our videos as well. And you can follow our YouTube page. So, but anyway, but getting back, y'all, these dumplings, make them. It's a good winter food. They're absolutely delicious. They're easy to make. If you can make chicken and dumplings, you can make apple dumplings. So, and for a special little shout out, Sarah, this is for you, honey. So until next time, happy cooking. Love you. Bye.